What's up, everybody? And welcome back for another episode of Whiskey and Destiny, brought to you by Cooldown Reduction. Yeah.
That's what this is.
And we're here today to talk about the latest Twitch reveal, the Court of Oryx public event rundown that Bungie threw at us this morning. Well, not really this morning because it was 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is not a real time zone for those of us who live in Central or Eastern. And no, things that go on at 1 a.m. or 1 in the afternoon while everybody's at work, not cool. So, you know, they should be doing it.
Yeah, but would you have gotten up at 8 in the morning to watch it?
I'd still be at work. 8
Yeah,
to 5, bro.
You would be.
8 to 5.
You would be. You're right.
And we are going to do Brandon proud today with our whiskeys. We've got Wild Turkey 101, but it is filled or saturated with Lemonheads. You were so close.
Almost got
you
all
were
three.
so close.
Almost got them all. I want that Lemonhead, though.
I'm not sure if it's a positive change, but it's certainly a change.
The most exciting part is when we get to the Lemonheads after we finish the drink.
So you're not excited about the Lemonhead whiskey, you're excited about the whiskey Lemonheads.
Right.
That's fair.
Exactly.
I think that's fair. So I don't have notes this time because I'm lazy. Exceedingly so. But we have just watched the thing.
We're gonna freestyle it.
And I think, well, I guess we'll just start with general first impressions. Do you want to drop that?
On the whole thing.
The whole thing. First impressions, and we can do specifics.
I'm even more excited for Taken King than I was before now.
Really?
They're giving us more stuff to do. It's not like it's amazing, but I don't know. You get bored of running trials or of prison. Hey, let's go do some court.
I think this was the weakest of the reveals.
Weakest.
Yes.
Even weaker than just like Dreadnought reveal.
Yes.
Okay.
Simply because it doesn't look that. I get that it's new, but it doesn't. It's not innovating anything. It's prisons. It's Prison of Elders light.
Yeah.
It's not a new space because it's the same space. It's less combat space than Prison. Mm-hmm. Prison has 3 arenas, 4, whatever,
and multiple rounds. When this is ideally just one fight. It's one public event.
So I'm just not sold on that arena. It looks pretty brutal.
They had hell with it.
Yeah, it seems like you're gonna be running from like tiny rock to tiny rock a lot.
Those 3 tiny rocks, just back and forth.
So I'm not super excited about this for once. I mean, normally I'm totally pro Destiny still, but this seems like something that I can kind of. I'll do it. How
oh my gosh, that's good.
Is it good?
That's so good.
That's exciting. I have to finish mine first.
I should have put more in there. Wow, that's so good.
I don't think I have enough now.
I'm still excited for it. It'll be something to do.
But
that's all that people
there's
bitch about. There's not enough content. There's not enough replayability.
But
tons of more shit to do.
I don't know. It feels stale. To me already, it hasn't come out, and that specific that specific thing is already stale to me. And I don't know. I can't put my finger on it as to why, but it did not impress me. Maybe it was because they did explain the mechanics of the fight, and I mean they're not long fights, 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah. I think, and there doesn't seem to be a penalty. Like it doesn't seem like anything is consumed to summon. They didn't really talk about that I saw. That you had to have the rune, but they never said if the rune was consumed on summon.
Yeah, they just percented the rune. They didn't stack it. They just percented it.
Oh, so maybe it charges. But it's I guess it would be a feel bad moment if it did set people back. But like if they failed. But at the same time, like there is that perception of the dearth of depth to the game. So like just let people figure it out. You let people figure it out for Vogue. You let people figure it out for Crota's End.
And they left Tier 3 up. So maybe
that's true.
No Tier 3's interesting.
They did seem to definitely separate 1 and 2 from 3 because like 2 is just the combination.
Yeah, it's just.
And it seems like there's gonna be some of those that we're just going to hate.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be at least 2 tier 1 bosses you're like, I never want them together.
But is this the other thing I guess that feels weird to me is that it's supposed to be this public event, but it feels like prison. It feels like you're gonna get your friends together and say, hey, let's go do Court of Oryx for an hour. We got to get these bosses knocked out.
That did annoy me, is how they were like, so people are going to be waiting outside, waiting for someone to drop a rune. No, they're not.
No, you're going to summon your friends.
Yeah.
Party
you're going to go with your friends. That's it. You're not going to get there and there's going to be 6 people waiting on the wings for someone to drop a rune.
But it just, I don't... It's not new public events. It's this one area. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're going to be wandering around somewhere else.
Call it public events.
I feel like that. Yeah, maybe that's a misnomer, and maybe that's why.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Why I'm so lackluster on it so far.
And they even have the same countdown timers. Same look. I should not have made it public events because it's confined to one space that you have to activate. I get that it's open to the public, but you have public events already.
They already used the word crucible. But like it seems to me not even like Borderlands 2 had Circles of Slaughter.
Yeah.
Circles of Slaughter, I think, would that's almost what it feels like. It's a specific arena. Mm-hmm. I think it will be interesting if they add other courts later in later patches. Then it becomes something that I'm interested in. Like, what if we get like a court of the House of Kings? That would be really cool. Speaking of which, brief lore note: the Archon Priest totally wearing King's regalia, not wearing House of Winter.
Oh,
so
maybe that's a mistake or something else.
I'm sure it's deliberate, but it's interesting.
Only you would find that. Only you could totally figure that out through the lore. That's not House right there.
You don't
calling bullshit on.
Why would they break out? Why would House Winter break out a House King?
It doesn't make sense. It would either have to be a mistake or there's something bigger planned.
I think. Oh, I know we were talking about this earlier. There are new achievements.
Oh, really?
Yes, there are new achievements.
So that's fun.
One of them talks about, I think it's like destroying all the King's listening posts on Mars.
Oh, okay.
So we could be fighting Fallen on Mars.
So. Yeah, I mean, we already knew they were going to add Fallen to, like, raids, or not raids, strikes and stuff, so.
No, not Taken. Fallen.
Not Taken? Fallen?
Fallen.
Oh.
So House Kings.
Fallen.
Yes.
On Mars.
On Mars.
Which is new.
It's new.
I got that one right, okay.
Okay, so I guess initial impressions out of the way. Anything specific that stood out to you in terms of like, hey, that's cool, hey, that's lame?
The biggest thing I had was that the person who drops the rune gets better loot. Don't like that.
You don't?
Don't like that.
Why? I thought you said you did like that.
No, I don't like that.
I don't understand.
Why is it all... It's just on that person?
No, they get...
His whole premise was, everyone has runes, so we'll just sit here and keep rotating them. And
well, yeah.
No one's going to do that. And then you're going to piss at your friend, like, you don't have any? We came all this way and you don't have any. Because this isn't just a destination you fly to. You have to walk your way through the dreadnought to it.
But I feel like that's fair. First off,
why can't everybody?
At least with tier 1 and 2, they were blues. So
yeah, so not like you're missing
who cares?
Out.
But I don't know. It seems fair, especially if they are tied to a quest progression system. You don't want it gives players the incentive to go out and get the runes and just something else to get, because then they're on that. Like if we're all doing it, but you've done it before. It's like, well, let me summon them. I need the whatevers.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine.
I mean, I don't know, but why can't? Oops. We all just get...
I like seeing the Ingrams like fly out of the chest too. That was fantastic.
Should have been more though. Should just waterfall the Ingrams out.
I had that moment. I did a strike. I did the Tanic strike the other night. With randos, and you know how at the end. You kill him, he drops a Scorch Cannon, and all the dregs come out. I had like the entire dreg mob coming up the stairs at me, and I Fist of Havoc them, and just like stuff on the ground. It was fantastic because I never did the loot cave.
Yeah,
it was like that. It was pretty good. Heavy ammo everywhere.
That's funny. Links that help.
So, what do you think of the swords?
New Galahorn. Everybody's gonna have swords.
Everybody?
And the heavy slot is reserved for swords now.
So, we saw that it kind of had a trigger move, a melee move, and like a super. What we didn't see any of was the mode that they showed off in the Strike episode last week, the defensive one.
Yeah.
So do we think that that's a sword, like an item specific, like there's a defender sword? Or is that just something they didn't use, like aim down the sights, and they just didn't use it because reasons?
They're just gonna blow my mind. You know that exactly. The swords are that advanced. Like, this is pure offense sword, and here's your defense sword.
Maybe. I mean, it's
not impossible.
Because that sword that they showed the girl having had that perk that says increased armor while holding sword.
So you wouldn't need to block stuff when you're getting buffed. It's possible. It was also exotic, though, wasn't it?
It was. That was an exotic sword. So, there's...
what about the lack of primary weapons with burns? In their playthrough? You don't care?
I don't think that that's an issue.
Okay.
I think they're still trying to... Because if you've noticed, I'm pretty sure that they're using the same weapon set for every Twitch reveal. That Suros auto rifle has been in every single one of them.
That's a good point.
So I think that's just trying to. Why would they waste primaries with burns? And I don't even know that they're gonna do primaries with burns again.
Me too.
Why?
Did you think that was a problem?
No, but I don't know that they're gonna do it because they end up just being so much better than everything else.
That's the point, though. That's why they're fun.
I think we might get something new like the Vex. I think we might get an exotic, but I don't know about legendaries. I don't know that there will be legendaries with burns.
Oh.
So, if you also noticed, at least
they do hate Fatebringer, so maybe you're right.
Hate Fatebringer. But let me tell you about the Vault of Glass. Thank goodness Deej didn't talk much this one.
He tried.
He tried, but Urk shut him down with the threat of termination. Now you made me lose my train of thought.
I wasn't even talking. That was all you.
You got me distracted with my rage towards Deej. Oh, look at you. Showing off for the fans.
Can you bring that whiskey in here, though?
Do I need to go get it?
Do we need to take an intermission?
No, I mean, you can entertain the people.
I'm empty.
Alright.
I'll just go get it.
Oh, okay. You're leaving
me on my own?
No, but hurry. So while he's away, let's talk about how much we all hate Chad. No, it's cool. We don't hate Chad. It is interesting that this stream is the most. It felt so scripted, even more so than the Strike one. I'm saying that the stream felt pretty scripted, even more so than the Strike one.
Like an E3?
Yeah, that's a lot of what it felt like. Is it like that you could have replaced the players with anybody saying anything, and
I'm just loud and distracted.
No, I'm just wondering how much of that
whiskey.
bag. Why don't you just pour the whiskey in the bag and save yourself some trouble, and you can shake it.
What if we pour the Lemonheads into the whiskey?
No, that's my good bottle.
Point. Yeah, when they were like, "Come to the back, and I'll turn you all invisible. Let's show off that."
And they all died. That was weird. They did all die.
Just abandoned. Proving hunters don't help in any situation.
How about his? I got my bow up.
Yeah. Let me just keep tying people to the ground while y'all actually do things. He did. He tied them down for like 2 seconds, maybe. As soon as she hit him with the sword, they were freaking.
I already knocked him away.
Oh, hunters.
Lack of Sun Titan.
Yeah.
No hammers were thrown.
Any hammer. So Way to go, Eric.
And what'd you think of the Stormcaller in action? Like the super?
You still become a wizard. That's exactly what it is. You're a wizard, Sith Lord.
Did it seem powerful enough to you?
We'll have to see.
It seems like it has a pretty long duration. Yeah. Like longer than Arcblade. I would say that's longer.
I was kind of thinking they're around the same, but yeah, definitely longer than Arcblade.
So hopefully Sun Titans at least.
Yeah, hopefully we get that hammer for a while.
Because I mean I gotta throw it at stuff.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff to throw it at. Let's see, what we didn't really see too much gear info. We saw that Blue Ghost drop.
Yep, and they weren't going to talk about that
at all. Yeah, they didn't talk about it at all.
That's just a drop.
They said that Tier 2 fights were supposed to be like sub-Nightfall tier.
Just below.
But they were dropping blues.
They were dropping blues. I want exotics on my Nightfall situations.
So do you think Tier 3 is higher than Nightfall?
By that logic, it'd have to be, right? Or it's not. Either it has to be harder than Nightfall, or it's on par and it's just a little harder than Tier 2. Here's
the other thing. These fights are designed so they can be beaten by a 3-person fire team, right?
Yeah.
But can have up to 9 people participating.
Right.
What systems, if anything, are in place to keep 9 people from just steamrolling anything? Because that's
Tier
a
3s,
lot.
I guess.
That's a lot of firepower. 9
that's
Guardians.
What did he say? Like, Tier 1, Call of Duty was like, after you beat the game, you're almost ready for Tier 1. So they give me 9 level 28s and we'll be
So when they got killed, it shows you the light level, or the recommended light level of what killed you, of what you need to be to kill what killed you. For Tier 2, they were showing about 240. The boss was 240, and the dropship was 190.
So that's why we do these, because some people aren't that observant to catch that stuff.
So that kind of gives us a base idea of like, if we're coming in to Taken King at level 34, right? That's what they said, or are we getting reevaluated?
Yeah, we're going to evaluate.
So let's say low 30s. Well, but then again, they say that the level boost gets you to 25, lets you start Taken King. So who knows where we're going to come. You got to think full 40 is the max.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to be like Nilla Destiny, where rares only get you? Well, no, because your experience. So like, they were max level characters. I'm trying to think, like where I'm going with this. Do you think rare gear, just rare, will get you ready for Tier 1, or do you need to go get some low tier legendaries?
Like Vanilla had you wear it just to get to that place.
Right,
but you're wearing rare.
Like stuff. how much work? Like just doing the story. And WoW is a good example. Just by doing a quest line in a zone, like an endgame zone, would generally get you outfitted with like poor man perps.
Yeah.
So that you weren't getting one shot by anything, but you had to work pretty hard to do anything. So are we thinking there's going to be a poor man legendary set that they give you over the course of the, or are they going to outfit us in decent blues and say go?
I mean, that's a minimum what I'm expecting. I want legendary from these story missions.
I don't know.
I don't know that I get it, but that's what I want.
I think the blues. I would rather have high end blues than low end perps, because that makes the next perp, like the next legendary that you find, it feels better.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's going to be your best piece of gear until you get another one.
I was just showering on House of Wolves. Coin didn't reward us for anything we did.
Well, that's because we had better things. We had Mythic Lasts, and we have Fate Bringers, and we have...
Right, but this was new. They should have had better things.
I don't think that... I think you run into the power creep problem of those weapons from Crota's End and Vogue are overpowered. And House of Wolves gave us a better set of weapons in a vacuum, but they can't compete. That's like Magic. You can't compare Magic 15 to Cons. Like, Cons is a way more high-powered block.
Yeah.
So, sorry, for those of you who
don't sorry for people who love Core 15.
So I think that they just had a hard like that. I think it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you nerf the weapons, people are upset because you nerfed their favorite Fatebringer. But at the same time, yeah, it invalidates a lot of the new options.
It does. Yeah, because there's a few good guns from House of Wolves that can take spots.
If it's not called Matador 64 Party Crasher +1 or
Ash Factories.
Ash Factory's terrible.
No, it's good impact. Good impact.
It's a rocket launcher, bro.
Yeah.
It explodes. Yeah, it has high.
Right, but at high impact. That's what we look for in rocket launchers. You think I'm crazy now?
I do. I think the Ash Factory is terrible.
No, totally a good gun.
No, I'm totally using a Dreamwaker with Clown cartridge, which means it can reload. Oh, there's a dog.
You're using Dreamwaker. It's a House of Wolves gun.
It is.
You chose it over other legendary.
It's true, I did. Because it does more damage to shanks.
Goddamn shank burn.
You gotta. The shank burn's where it's at.
Yeah, I'm overrun by shanks all the time.
Especially those exploder shanks.
Yeah, goddamn repeater shanks.
Let's see. What do you think so far of the environment design of the Dreadnought?
I'm not having it.
You don't?
I'm not having it. First off, the ship's just big, goofy
Let me retract that and preface that with, is that something that you care about? Are you an environment guy?
I don't care.
Oh, I am.
I care, but in my mind, I'm not going to be like, ooh, I'm inside a ship. Why does this not look like I'm inside a ship? It's probably not going to cross my mind too often.
You're a saint for finishing this stuff. This is like super sour and bitter.
What, the Lemonheads?
The Lemonheads are just
turn it up.
I'm gonna be surprised if it doesn't just like eat through the bottom and make a mess.
I'm just saying, Oryx though has like the worst house cleaning service. Because why is there dirt and rubble all throughout your ship?
It's a fair question. I've often wondered such things when running around the Hellmouth. Like, you have created this structure, Hive. Like, why couldn't you finish tiling the floor here?
No pride. Just like,
well, okay, to be fair, you gotta think that the Thralls built the place.
So the Thralls can't build anything. They can't even pick up stuff.
They just explode all the time.
That's how they made the Hellmouth.
Just throwing. So Crota comes and just throws the Thralls.
That's the thing. You see, Oryx brought Crota to the moon, and he was teaching his son how to throw cursed Thralls, and they just sat there all day, beautiful day, father and son bonding, just throwing Thralls.
And then the Guardians showed up.
But this is like Oryx went to take a piss or something. He comes back and his son's dead. So
what happened?
what
I left you alone for 5 minutes. That's still just such a funny thing that the Crota Oryx
their relationship. I figure more have anything in their relationship.
No. Who's Crota's mom?
Eris. That's why she's so mad.
The doubter of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Oryx is more disappointed in Crota because he got killed, or is Eris more disappointed in Crota because he turned out so bad?
Gotta be Eris. No one's more disappointed than Eris. That's just the truth of any.
Do you think Cade 6's like spunky Nathan Fillion acting is gonna? Do you think this is actually just an emotional journey of Eris back towards happyhood?
If Eris is in it, if she's in it as much as they're making it seem like, Cade's gonna kill himself from her damn depression talk. Every Guardian's just gonna go hang themselves. Having to listen to Eris talk that much.
She just comes by and
love Eris. She's a
everybody's like, shh, I don't really. Man,
that was so fun last night. I'm like, shh.
Oh man, here comes Eris.
Did
you hear that Crota killed the moon? Just like, yes, Eris. We dealt with that last year.
You just go back to her room and plays My Chemical Romance. And it's over.
Do you think she bleeds black now, or just?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So she's just always bleeding. Black. Do you think she takes iron supplements?
Yeah.
I'm good. I mean, I don't want her to die from iron deficiency of anything. I want to be able to end that life. What if she and Oryx get back together and make Crota or Oryx Jr.?
Yeah, I definitely call it Oryx Jr. this time around.
Does Crota have other kids?
Yeah, Crotus, Crotum, Crotelius, and Jeff. They're all there.
Jeff is just a giant thrall.
Jeff went off to like business school, so Oryx doesn't really talk to him much. Jeff wanted nothing to do with the family business.
The other thing I noticed when they gave us the special like Twitch live audience bonus for the cinematic, there's a lot of ships that Oryx brings with him.
Quite a bit. A lot of ships the Wraith brings are with them.
Not there on the destination screen when you select the Dreadnought. So that leads me to believe that something over the course of the main story blows up most of his ships.
I hope so. I hope we get like fun progression stories like that. Cutscenes and crap.
And even though it's been done before in Reach, how cool would it be if they just like slipped a space fight mission, like a dogfight mission in there, like they did in Reach? Would that not like be so cool? It'd be so much fun. It'd be so cool.
What are those ships called? Those swords? Was that just what they were called in Reach?
Oh, long swords? No, not long swords. They weren't short swords. Sabers.
How fun was that?
You
just go pop in that little thing. I'm going to space. I'm going to go shoot things.
Oh yeah, I was a pilot for this thing. You didn't know about that. But...
It would be one of those little things that would be like, you're listening, Bungie. You really care about us. Like if they drop little treasures like that, they're not too little. They're big enough to where they had to put work into it.
And also, what did you think? Do you think it's a hollow claim that we're going to need to go back to the Dreadnought time and time again to find all the secrets?
Absolutely.
You think it's a hollow claim?
I'm sure some people are going to try their damnedest to find all the secrets on their first run.
Well, I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where it's artificial, where it's like the areas are gated until you do a certain quest.
That's fair. That's what it'd have to be.
And that to me feels like you could sell that so much better just by being upfront, like establishing a beachhead on the Dreadnought sounds so much cooler than like, you gotta come back multiple times.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find everything because people will find everything.
No, we'll try it. It sounds like they're underestimating us just a little.
It's so hard not to though, more. And I think that's the thing is that you cannot pose a challenge to the internet because the internet will meet it full force and then some. You can't. That's not something.
We're like Destiny players. Like we're ready for this. We're all about tired out of House of Wolves now.
But this weekend will be our first trials post patch because
that's what's happening.
They said that the 2.0 balance patch will drop.
I don't know what we're going to title this.
2.0 balance what?
We're going to title this Destiny 2.0 patch updating so-and-so tomorrow. We made the claim.
The era of Thorn and Last Word is...
I'm sad to see Last Word go, but...
I'm not. I think maybe if they had patched the aim down the sights thing a little sooner, it wouldn't have been as bad, but it got out of control, and they had to do something about it.
It's going to be fun, because, one, I'm still a big believer, just don't get shot by the gun. If you have that much of a problem, don't get shot by it.
You can't. But it's a 2-shot kill.
It's 3.
No, it's the 3. One, it's 2.
It's 3 headshots.
With Thorn, it's 2.
Maybe if you're 33 in there, be 34.
It's 2. It's 3 body
Regardless,
shots.
No, they gotta be heads. The slow. But anyways, that doesn't matter. The fun thing will be like, we're all bitching about Thorn, ready for it to go. And those people who've gone so good with Thorn, they'll just find a new weapon to exploit, and we'll be like, goddamn icebreakers.
Well, I think your danger zone's always going to be the exotics. Mm-hmm. And I can't think... Like, I think the Mythoclast is fine. I don't think there's anything balance-wise wrong with
it. It can get nasty.
Well, the thing is, you're either choosing the stability, and then you have a bad magazine. You have a 22-round magazine. Yeah. Or you're choosing the magazine, and you've got an issue hitting stuff. But it doesn't need 20 bullets to kill somebody. True. I think Bad Juju and Red Death are going to be the weapons that people turn to.
We're going to see a lot of Red Death if that
right after the patch.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see a lot of Red Death and Trials.
I think we'll see a resurgence of Suros Regime.
We have the patch.
And hard light. People are going to break out their hard lights and try out the new thing. Might even see some necrochasms.
Might even see a few necrochasms.
I think that's going to be a lot of the issue. They haven't said exactly what they're doing about Blink. They've been pretty cagey about what's happening with Blink. Honestly, I never found it much of an issue. I mean,
I hate Blink so much.
But in terms of playing against it, I never had that problem. It's annoying when it came up, but it was like a once every 10 games thing.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
I'm so close range and in people's faces that they blink.
And they're behind you and you're done.
They go straight up. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just throw a grenade in the ground and kill myself. I'm just like, man, I can't stand Blink.
So that doesn't bother me too much. I can't think of too much else that we saw in the stream itself.
Had a little raid teaser.
Oh.
Teaser for the raid. Courtesy of Luke Smith.
Of 6 people go down and you fight Oryx.
Very much.
So this is something that I think Bungie could learn from WoW. You never tackle your big bad in the first raid. I think that's a mistake. I think it's a mistake that Oryx is the boss and he comes out first.
So what would you suggest, a second raid and taking King? Or in the next expansion
for instance,
Oryx?
Do you know anything about Warcraft lore?
Of course not.
Okay. Frozen Throne comes out. That's the Arctic expansion. Yeah. The big bad is the Lich King. Sits in his fortress.
Yeah, I know that Lich King.
And when the expansion first drops, you cannot go fight him. He is not available. Like, you cannot go to Icecrown and fight the Lich King.
Oryx isn't available till the 18th, technically.
But that's different.
Yeah.
Like, so the players, the community had to play the story quests, play out the dungeons, and Blizzard's dropping these other raids that some of them are story related, some of them are like first wings of the castle, defeat lieutenants sort of things, and then finally, like a couple patches in, then they drop like, all right, okay, go kill the Lich King.
But that's the biggest thing. They're unleashing a lot more content. They're dropping multiple raids.
That's true.
This is what we're getting.
I'm expecting another raid as part of this DLC.
A secret second raid.
Not maybe as part of one of the obviously part of the DLCs, but I'm definitely expecting this to be similar to year 1, where you got 2 smaller DLCs.
Yeah.
At least one of them's gonna have a raid.
Oh, okay.
But to me, from the story I don't know where that raid's gonna be.
No,
I think
not
that
if Oryx
it's got to have something to do with House of Kings.
So weird timing too. Now, it'd be weird to shovel that in with Oryx.
Because if Oryx is defeated, what happens to the Taken? You would think that they would be gone.
What happens to anything? It's basically Dragon Ball Z, and we're just waiting for the next Freezer or Cell to show up after we kill Oryx.
But Oryx is his arrival creates a race, and it has shown it to be an act of his will that creates these monsters, or that shifts these characters into the Taken form. So without that will behind it, how are the Taken existing?
They die with them. They just die with them.
It feels like a lore miss. Obviously, something that as gamers we suspend our disbelief. Like, duh, gotta kill Crota every week, but at the same time, it does feel like Crota being dead doesn't stop the Hive from existing on the Hellmouth. Exactly. We didn't kick them out of the Hellmouth.
Yeah, he's not. They would still be hanging out.
Yeah, or like killing Atheon technically doesn't do anything because Vex time will
exactly. We're running Atheon.
So we make our own fate, right?
Yeah, Guardians make their own fate.
So I'm interested to see where it goes, but I don't know. I haven't
even played this, and we're trying to think of the next expansion.
Well, of course,
that's how it works.
Exactly. But that's all I've got on the Twitch reveal.
Yeah, the only other thing, I'm just excited about all the fun cinematic cutscenes they're showing. I'm glad it's gonna make it feel like... I'm pretty sure
it's all one cutscene.
It is. It's just one long... It's just the intro to the Taken King.
And you'll be sorely disappointed.
I hope not, because if they kept adding cutscenes, like actually real cinematic, fun, good cutscenes, not just like stupid ghosts hovering out like, we're a dead guardian on the ground, guardian. Like, real stuff, I really think it helped people. They're like, ooh, there's no story. Like, I really think that stuff helps.
I think it does, but I'm not going to hold my breath that it's going to become like Metal Gear Solid.
Well, that's Metal Gear Solid going to get perfect scores, and that's like 90% cutscene.
Well, yeah, it's a very pretty interactable movie that you get to play.
They're good games, though.
I don't doubt it. I've heard very good things.
Not here, though.
So, if you've got nothing else... And I got nothing else.
I'm tying my shoe. Ready to get up and walk away from this.
Oh, okay. So that's going to do it for this episode of Whiskey and Destiny. We appreciate you watching. We hope you at least had some food for thought for what we had to say. And if you like it, be sure to subscribe for more.
There's stuff down here. So
check out our Facebook page. And we'll see you next time. Maybe we won't see you, but we'll be here.
Yeah, leave us some comments or something. Man, like, what do you want us to talk about?
For sure. So, catch you later, guys. Bye.